All right, let's get right into it. Welcome, BCA students, to a high-energy explainer built specifically for you. If you've got a 5-mark Constitution exam coming up and exactly 10 minutes to memorize the absolute highest yield facts, you're in the perfect place. We're going fast, we're going hard, and everything we cover here is pure, guaranteed exam gold. So let's go get that A.
First up, we've got the timeline. Now you need these 4 historical dates permanently burned into your memory because examiners look for them every single time. So, starting in 1934, M.N. Roy becomes the very first person to pitch the idea of a constituent assembly. Fast forward a bit to 1946, the Cabinet Mission Plan visits India and actually sets the whole assembly up. Then, the real heavy lifting begins. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar leads the drafting committee, publishing the first draft in February 1948. And finally, the big one, November 26, 1949, when the Constitution is officially adopted.
Now check out this exact number. 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days. That is exactly how long it took the Constituent Assembly to draft this massive document. Seriously, write it down, underline it, lock it in your photographic memory. Examiners absolutely love this specific timeline, mostly because it proves you understand the immense, time-consuming effort it literally took to build the nation's supreme law from scratch.
So what did they actually create during all that time? Well, this is the preamble. And honestly, you can think of the preamble as the ultimate introductory cheat sheet to the Constitution itself. It lays out the history, the core values of the nation, and the framers' original intentions, all on just one page. Literally, if you understand this one page, you completely understand the heart and soul of the Indian Constitution.
Okay, let's break down the nature of the state exactly as it's defined in that preamble. Getting these 5 sequential steps down on your exam paper guarantees you marks. 1. Sovereign, meaning India has independent authority. 2. Socialist, which means aiming for socialist ends through democratic means. 3. Secular, offering equal respect for all religions. 4. Democratic, where authority comes directly from the will of the people. And 5. Republic, meaning the head of state is actually elected, not inherited.
Now, how are you going to remember all that? Here is our ultimate memory trick for the exam. SSSDR. Super smart students do revise. Super is for sovereign. Smart is socialist. Students is secular. Do is democratic. And revise is republic. Say it with me in your head right now. Super smart students do revise. Just quickly write that acronym in the margin of your test paper as soon as you sit down, and you'll permanently lock those 5 words into your brain.
Okay, let's move from the nature of the state over to its 4 core objectives. The very first objective is justice. Now, this isn't just about courts of law, right? It's about maintaining order in society without discrimination. And here's the absolute key for your exam. You have to remember to mention its 3 specific elements: social justice, economic justice, and political justice. Basically, that means no discrimination based on caste, wealth, or your right to participate in politics.
Next up is equality. The definition you need to hit fast and hard here is simple but incredibly powerful. It literally means no special privileges. Make sure you use that exact key phrase on your test. No special privileges for any section of society. It's all about providing equal status and equal opportunities for absolutely everyone before the law.
So what about liberty? Well, liberty is the freedom for people to choose their way of life, to hold political views, and just generally express themselves. But, and this is a massive caveat you need for your exam, you have to include the limit. It is strictly within the limits set by the law. It isn't just a free-for-all to do whatever you want, it's structured, legal freedom.
And our 4th and final objective is fraternity. You can think of this as the emotional glue of the nation. It's a feeling of brotherhood and a deep emotional attachment to the country. When you define fraternity on your test, you absolutely must connect it to these 2 golden exam keywords: the dignity of the individual and the unity of the nation. Just remember, fraternity promotes dignity and unity.
All right, we have covered a lot of ground incredibly fast. So here is your ultimate write this down summary. Let's pull it all together. I want you to take a mental screenshot of this right now before you walk into that exam hall. Adopted November 26, 1949, after taking exactly 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days. The lead drafter was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. The nature of the state is our SSSDR mnemonic, and the 4 objectives are justice, equality, liberty, and fraternity. Boom! Memorize this summary and that is your guaranteed 5-mark answer. As we wrap up this quick explainer, I want to leave you with a bit of a provocative question. Just to bridge these historical values over to our modern lives. The framers spent nearly 3 years designing these core objectives way back for 1949. But if you had to add one brand new objective to the preamble to protect citizens in today's digital age, what would it be? Would it be data privacy? Maybe digital equality? Think critically about that while you go completely ace this test. You've got this.